Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dee,
I'm E.
and today's video is about an upcoming movie that we just learned about because, well, I had no idea it was coming out. But it's not really about the movie, y'all. It's not. It's about who's in the movie. And we have thoughts. We have thoughts. Okay, so I'm talking about Mufasa and its star, apparently the star, because it's not even Mufasa himself, it's actually Beyonce, y'all, because that's the headline. Beyonce. What happened? Just let's get into it.
All right, so this is the internet craze, right? This is a People article. The title is Mufasa. The Lion director explains why casting Beyonce and Blue Ivy absolutely worked. So this article is by Jack Smart. Um, Guys, if you have comments before I start, write them down below because I don't understand. I'm gonna keep them to myself to the
You
very end.
not you already starting something.
All right. So, director Barry Jenkins' Mufasa the Lion King will be remembered as a time capsule for two of its biggest stars. In casting Blue Ivy Carter opposite her mother Beyonce in the new prequel in theaters December 20th, he tells People, I thought there was something really lovely about having this mother and daughter get to play together, get to work together. Beyonce, 42, will reprise her role as Queen Nala from the 2019 The Lion King remake, while Blue Ivy, 12, will voice the character's daughter, Kiara. The two of them together, the few scenes that they have, says the Moonlight Oscar writer, you'll see I think it's going to be really impactful for the two of them. Jenkins, 44, adds that the Grammy winning mother daughter duo began their voiceover work earlier in the year along the saga, bringing Mufasa to photorealistic CGI life. There was such a long process of making the film that the Renaissance tour happened, and then we started making this film back in 2020 and 2021, he points out, long
wow.
before the release of Beyonce's Renaissance album. I feel
Wow.
like Blue. Did you say something?
Oh, I was just surprised. I didn't know it'd been
Oh,
that long.
2020 to 2024 is just like a time warp. So he also says, I feel like Blue grew up quite a bit over the course of the tour. He says of the actress singer who frequently appeared on stage around the world with her mother. The movie is kind of like this snapshot, this time capsule of a moment in their lives that I think is really beautiful. And it absolutely worked for the film. The return of Beyonce to the Lion King cinematic universe, alongside the voiceover stars, from the 2019 movie included Donald Glover, Billy, how do you say
Eichner?
it? SMU,
Eichner.
and Seth Rogen was very important to Jenkins. Screenwriter Jeff Nathanson and the filmmaker team said, she is Nala and she was down to work, says the director, calling her the queen. So basically, it just continues going, saying this is a mythical thing, mythic thing, this fictional thing that it's something for the culture and something that's going to be remembered.
Okay.
What do we think?
I'm gonna preface everything by saying that I love Beyonce. I am like Hive adjacent. Um but but I did not enjoy Beyonce as Nala when The Lion King came out, which I cannot believe was 2019. Jeez. Um it okay. So for us, right? For our generation, our peoples, our peers, The Lion King was a pivotal, seminal movie that, even though it was a cartoon, everybody loved it. It hit really hard when Mufasa
Mhm.
perished. I'm not giving spoilers because y'all should know this. It's like over 30 years old. So that was obviously like a very I feel like that impacted all of us for life. The fact that Mufasa died, like, oh my God. So I don't know what
Yeah.
this could possibly be about exactly if it's being titled Mufasa, but then they have Nala and Kiara. That means it's present time, not past time. So why is it called Mufasa? What are we doing with Mufasa? That's what I want to know. And
Maybe
I
they're
don't.
telling the story about Mufasa.
But why? Why would they tell the story? That's not their. I'm gonna stop.
Why
What
are
do
you
you
so
think?
upset? This is about Beyonce and Blue Ivy.
Well, I think it's great that they get to work together. That's amazing. That's awesome. Um, and yes, of course, this is very much a nepo baby situation, but certain other people get to do that all the time, so why not her? Um, and I love that for Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy's clearly talented. The girl already has the Grammy. She's gonna get an EGOT before she's even 21, probably. So
At you
listen,
saying this too about this EGOT situation. So, guys, this is circulating the internet saying that Blue Ivy is going to get an EGOT by the time she leaves high school. So that's an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Can we slow down?
can Beyonce? No, she cannot, because clearly she's been doing all of this incredible, masterful pieces of work,
Mhm.
artwork in her music, in her albums,
Mhm.
and did an enormous tour around the world and still found time to do a movie, premiere the movie, put out a second part to Renaissance, and then also has been doing Mufasa in between all of this while we had a pandemic and sacred. While we had a pandemic, like apparently she didn't stop.
You said,
Not even.
wait, you say you Beehive adjacent? This is like Beehive fully immersed.
No,
Uh-huh.
no, because to me, I feel like when you're any kind of a stand, let's talk about that real quick. When you're
Hmm.
any kind of a stand, you cannot see any negative. All you see, rose-colored glasses, all you see is positive.
Yeah.
And so I don't feel that way about nobody. There's nobody except for maybe J. Cole. There's nobody that I have rose-colored glasses on for. And so I love Beyonce wholeheartedly, and I will be there at the Cowboy Carter tour whenever that gets going. But Nala, I was upset, y'all. I was very upset because that was not the Lion King movie I went to go and see. Like that's not what I came for. I was there for Simba Mufasa, and even Sarabi because Sarabi was fire, and so was Scar. As much as we all hated him, Scar fire. Timon and Pumbaa fire. Nala, no. Nala is an African lioness, not a Houston South by Southwest Southern Belle. That was not it for me. So, will I watch Mufasa? Probably. But will I have thoughts on it? Most definitely. What are your thoughts? I've been on a long rant.
Man, what else is there left to say at this point? I am not Beehive adjacent. Less about Beyonce, but this is neither here nor there. About being Nala, I absolutely hate it. I
Mm.
was, reading the comments like I usually do because that's where I find joy and excitement. I was reading
Comment.
the comments, comment creeping, and someone said that's Beyonce acting like Beyonce in Lion King.
Uh-huh.
So how
Uh-huh.
does Nala have a Texan accent and this is Africa, the safari somewhere, the open fields.
Um, her daddy Alabama, her mama Louisiana, and
Don't.
she was born in Houston, Texas. So
I mean, that's my only gripe. And we did have a conversation offline where, we discussed that some people, how do I say this nicely? Some people should just kind of sort of stick to what they do best. I feel like celebrities just suck all the fun out of everything. Like they are so musicians, they're I don't know, rappers, they're actors, they're actresses. They have like all that they could possibly want, all the opportunities. Now they make, these animated series, the voices for animated series or cartoons. They,
Mhm.
infiltrate the malls with candles and perfumes and clothes and you name it. Celebrities are all over it. Makeup, what else? Jewelry, hair products. So I
Mhm.
feel like they sometimes rob the opportunity for other people to come up because they're saturating the market so much with their brand. So let's say you and me wanted to do, I don't know, let's say a hair care brand for curly hair girlies. Beyonce came out with Sacred, and who's going to buy our product? Nobody. We could probably have a better quality product, something that we've been working on for like 10 years. Let's say that we're chemists and we've crafted the best thing possible. But because Beyonce made hair care product and we just so happened to see her hair like last week, her hair,
Big deal.
then
Big deal.
she's the more credible source. Oh yeah, I want to be like Beyonce. Let's all go buy the product, and doesn't even give a chance to people like you and me. So I went on that rant to say now Beyonce is doing these voiceovers for series that we love. And before, when we were kids, we didn't know who was behind the voice of these things.
Right.
It's just regular Joe Schmoes who probably went to school or just has the voice, and that was their profession. So where are all those people now?
Hmm.
If we go to, like, let's say Toy Story, I mean, Toy Story is kind of old, but the Toy Stories, the Finding Nemos, let's say the Lion King right now, is full of celebrity packed voiceovers. Where are the
Mhm.
regular people?
Well, I
The
mean,
more
the
qualified people. You're gonna tell me
the
there was
reality,
somebody is that's not better than Beyonce as Nala? Impossible.
but the reality is capitalism. This stuff has to sell. And who's gonna get it sold more than the best artist in the world? Like that's how marketers, companies, brands, they see dollar signs. They don't actually hear what we're hearing.
Yeah.
They're not actually like trying these products that are being put on the shelves. They don't care if it's been backed by actual science. Like they are seeing dollar signs because they know that these people will bring money to their pockets. And it's unfortunate because I mean I agree with you, like it's oversaturated, a lot of the industry, a lot of the different industry markets. And one of the conversations that we also had offline was concerning, like, for example, celebrity makeup lines. And I mean, we know that make the makeup world is highly overly saturated. There's so many different brands. But when it comes to like the celebrity brand makeup, there's probably what, like maybe two or three I think we discussed that actually seem to be consistent and meritorious of their accolades of people's money essentially. So you're telling me like out of these hundreds or however many dozens and dozens of celebrity makeup lines, the fact that there's only like maybe three or four that are actually worth it. Like I completely like understand what you're saying. It doesn't help other people who are trying to break into the industry, who are trying to give you better products.
Hmm.
So that is unfortunate. But again, America, capitalism, hand in hand.
So I found the comments, guys. Let's read a
Oh
couple.
my
This is
god.
from
I
my
can't.
favorite source, the Shade Room. All right. So somebody said, "Bro, for the love of God, leave the Lion King alone." What, like, why are they keeping? This is the equivalent of Spider Man at this point. There's too many
We're
lions.
not we're not going
Okay.
that's a whole nother combo.
Another person said, "We're fine with the original from 1994."
Fact.
Other person said, "We didn't even want Beyonce as Nala, and now you're forcing Blue Ivy on us too," which we haven't spoken about Blue Ivy yet. I love the original, Jason Weaver, James Earl Jones, all of them.
Yeah.
Beyonce's voice is not made for cartoons. It wasn't believable at all. Let's see what else. Lou said that she got a Grammy. Now give me my Oscar.
EGOT.
Okay. Beyonce voice is not made for cartoons. Let's see what else. We'd rather see the Scar story.
Whoa, that would be cool.
She says, cause why hate on your brother so badly? I mean, we all
Yeah,
know
facts.
that's how the
Mm-hmm.
pride works. Beyonce did a horrible job on the first one. I can't believe they allow her to do it again.
Jesus.
Somebody said, damn, who's Mufasa? Jay-Z? We're done with the comments.
Throw the whole internet away. I can't.
But as far as Blue Ivy, I feel the same way, but nepotism is always there. That's fine. But I have a little soft spot for her because we did see the evolution of Blue
Yeah.
Ivy when she was on tour. So, it was a little girl getting used to, a whole bunch of people looking at
Yeah.
her. And then we see, like, towards the end of the Renaissance tour, how confident she was. Everybody was cheering for her. Like, she really came into her own. So I really like that.
Yeah.
I hope that she does great things. I can't prejudge her. I haven't heard her voice in a cartoon voiceover fashion, but Beyonce already hit and she already missed.
Oh, dang. Well, yes, I'm excited for Blue because I think that it's very clear she is a hard worker because she spent her summer perfecting her craft. And we know, I believe Beyonce mentioned that. I don't know if it was in the Renaissance tour movie that she did. I can't recall exactly, but she did say that Blue did hear about the negative comments. Blue did hear the criticism. And she's a child. And yet still she put her big girl pants on and she did the damn thing like a grown up. And so I think that she's probably going to do very well. Because it can go either way, right? You can have a Nepo baby that is going to just coast off the parents' laurels, right? We've seen plenty of those. But then you have the Nepo babies who want to make a name for themselves and who will work hard to basically have their own shine. And I think that's the category that I can see Blue Ivy
Mhm.
going into. Um, but yeah, it'll be interesting, to see how that goes. I'm interested to hear what the dang movie's really about.
Why are you so upset?
Because that was my child. Anyway, I'm not
Okay.
doing.
Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Are you going to watch this new Mufasa movie? Would you rather see Scar? What do you think about Beyonce playing Nala and Blue Ivy playing Kiara? Are we here for it? Do you agree with us? Other people should be doing it and Beyonce should do what she does in the
Idea.
nicest way possible. I don't mean to disrespect, and I know people evolve and things like that, but there's somebody better qualified to have a Nala voice. What happened
Well,
to
maybe
the OG person?
Beyonce heard the criticism too, and maybe she's fixed some things. Anyway, I'm done for today.
Let us pray that she heard it. Guys, that concludes today's episode. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends can be our friends and we can all be friends. We also have social media, which Steve will tell you about.
So we are on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out DNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. You can also listen to some of the videos in podcast format via YouTube Music and Spotify.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.